Hi everyone, welcome to Advice to Think Twice. This is Monica and I'm doing our week ahead readings. This will be for the next 7 to 10 days from when you watch the video. And this will be for Gemini. Whether that is your sun, your moon, your rising, or even your Venus, or your cross-watching for a Gemini could resonate with you. And as always, take what resonates, disregard the rest because these are general readings. And information on private readings specific to just you and your situation are always in the description box below. September monthlies are posted. You have other weeklies on the channel to check out. I'll link a few playlists at the end of the video for you. And as always, make sure to like, share, comment, subscribe if you haven't. Thank you so much if you have. Engagement really helps out the channel and I really appreciate it. Alright, Gemini. I'm using the traditional manga tarot cards for you. I love this stuff. So let's see. We're doing a little different, somewhat of a different format for you for the weeklies. And we're just going to jump in here, see what's going on for Gemini, Sun, Rising, and Venus signs in the week ahead. Alright, here we go. The Lovers. Okay. The Seven of Wands as the challenge. Crowning you is the Seven of Pentacles. And the foundation is the Empress. This Six of Swords in the past. Strength in the near future with the Four of Cups and Judgment. Now, I am recording this when Mercury is in shadow, getting ready to retrograde. So, yeah. So we should see plenty of cards that talk about the past. Judgment, Six of Cups, etc. Two of Wands at the bottom of the deck for you, Gemini. So Gemini, you are looking at making a decision, making a choice. I feel like your choices, do you revive something from the past, something you've already walked away from or has walked away from you? Or do you just keep it moving in the new direction that you've chosen for yourself? Do you release something from the past or try to revive it? That could also be another choice that you could be looking at. And this could be going on in love, with work, with the friendship, the business dynamic. Take the messages as they resonate with you. If you see the energy playing out in your life, but you recognize it in a different scenario than the one I'm explaining, take it as it makes sense to you. Current situation, the Lovers, your energy. And again, it's choices and commitments, long-term commitments. The challenge is the Seven of Wands. Someone's guard is up. It could be your guard, the person you're dealing with. There's a lot that has gone on because we have the Six of Swords in the past. You had to walk away from this. You didn't want to walk away from this, but you had to walk away from this, okay? Or that's how you felt. In the foundation, the reason for everything, we have the Empress. This could be someone you viewed as the one for you. The it job, the it whatever, okay? The one for you. You fill in the blank, whatever that one is. Taurus, Libra energy. Mother of your children. Someone you saw yourself having children with. Or something you saw as great potential. Crowning you, the Seven of Pentacles. I feel like one person has their guard up. Either one of you has their guard up, blocking communication, and the other one is left waiting to see what happens and waiting to see if anything else happens. But for others of you, the way I'm seeing this is you're closed off to this, but at the same time you're still kind of hoping to see if anything happens. So maybe you're giving someone the silent treatment, hoping that they will come through, hoping that they'll do the right thing. Or maybe you've detached from something, but secretly you're hoping that it comes back around, or you're hoping that you'll have another shot at it. I don't know. Or this could be the person you're dealing with. Now in the near future, what you can see coming, we have the Strength card. And again, this is Leo energy, but it's an energy of holding back. The Four of Cups and Judgment. If you're the one that has been holding back from reaching out to someone, it's because of either ego, let's be honest, or so ego in the sense of I don't want to be the one to reach out. They should be the one apologizing to me. Or ego in terms of I don't want to risk getting rejected with the Four of Cups. It feels like you've been fighting yourself on something with the Lovers and the Seven of Wands in your situation. Meaning, I want this, but I don't want to want this. However, with the Judgment card, there is communication. There is communication. Either, if this is between you and another person, there is communication, there can be a resurrection here. If this is about you making a decision, I feel like you're going to move forward. You're going to turn your back on this, okay? Because you're not going to be the one to reach out and risk getting rejected, but also because you don't want to repeat this. This could be on again, off again relationship with the Four of Cups. And no matter how you feel, there's a lot of love here, there's a lot of attraction, there's a lot of desire. But no matter how you feel, I'll clarify and see why you felt like you had to walk away, or this could be someone else that has walked away from you. I feel like it did too much damage. It did too much damage. If they were to come back, I could see a resurrection happening. But if it's a case of you reaching out, you lowering your guard to them, I see you deciding not to do that and making a decision, and it's final, and you're going to keep going in a different direction, not back to the situation or this person. So let's see what happened in the past. Let's look at the foundation first of all. What's going on with this Empress at the root of everything? Yeah, look, the Empress, the Ten of Cups, the Five of Wands, the Queen of Cups. This could have been a water sign you dealt with, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. You wanted a long-term future with them, or something to do with long-term future, long-term commitment, or family, children. You did not see eye to eye on, and it sparked conflict. You did not see eye to eye. No one was backing down, and so you felt like, well, I'm just gonna have to leave. Or if it's not you, it was the other person, they just gave up and walked away. They just gave up and walked away. What's the Six of Swords in the past? The Ace of Pentacles, the Page of Cups, and the Three of Pentacles. I feel like you have reached out to them before. Again, if it's an on again, off again relationship, you have historically been the one to be the bigger person, to reach out, to talk about things, to be like, okay, come on, let's talk about this. We've got something valuable here. We can fix this. Let's try a different way. Let's try a different approach. But it has been an ongoing cycle. And if that's the situation, Gemini, you're going, I'm not doing that again. I'm not doing that again. I've done it too many times. It's my turn to get the apology now. It's their turn to do right by me. And I feel like you've been waiting and hoping for them to do that with the Seven of Pentacles. But it's not been happening. So let's get more on this outcome with the Strength card, Four of Cups, and Judgment. King of Swords, the Devil, and the Ten of Wands. You don't want to be tied to this anymore. We have, again, ego and pride with the Devil, but it's burdening you with the Ten of Wands. But at the same time with the King of Swords, you don't want to be dealing with this. You don't want to be bound to this. You don't want to keep carrying this burden with you. But I feel like you're struggling to move on. I feel like maybe you feel like you don't have closure. And that's why you've been struggling to move on, because you've had to force yourself to move on without the closure, to give yourself the closure. And you thought you deserved at least a conversation or at least an apology. Let's get one more. The Chariot, King of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles. Under the Two of Wands, we have the Seven of Cups, the Eight of Cups. Yeah, you had to walk away. The Nine of Cups, something, and the Nine of Wands. You fought for something. You were the one that kept fighting for this, and the other person just gave up with the Five of Cups and turned their back and walked away. You were the one that kept fighting. You were the one that was still in it. You were the one, it could be that you were the one that was wronged in the situation, one time, twice, three times, every time. But still, you still loved, you still were there, you were still fighting for this. But they decided, when you stopped fighting for this, they just left. When you said, you know what are you gonna do? This is what I want to do. This is what I'm doing. This is what I'm putting into this. What are you gonna do? They just left. When you ask them to make an effort, when you ask them to fight for this, when you ask them to join you in fighting for this, right? Because it was supposed to be a team effort with the Three of Pentacles. They detached, they left. Gemini, this sucks. So we have, what else? Yeah, look, you didn't give up. You did not give up with the Nine of Wands, because you saw this as a wish fulfilled with the Nine of Cups. You saw this as it. To you, it was a case of just one more hurdle. We've been through so much. We've overcome so much. I feel like we're almost there. We're almost out of the woods. Just one more. Come on. Let's do this again. But they left. They detached. They left. Turned their backs. And they left you waiting. They left you questioning. Seven of Cups with the Two of Wands. Are they coming back? Are they not? Did they really leave? How could they leave? How could they leave so easily? How could they give up so easily? And it is hurtful. It is heartbreaking to be there. With the King of Swords, the Devil, and the Ten of Wands, we have the Chariot, the King of Pentacles, and the Nine of Pentacles. I do see this person, we have Cancer energy here. I do see this person trying to come back, but I don't know, there's something off. There's something off in their approach. They're coming back like they don't need you. It's almost like they're coming back to tell you that they don't need you. Okay, so what are you doing back then? Or they're coming back. There's a buzzing noise somewhere. I don't know what it is. They're coming back. What is that buzzing noise? Anyway, they're coming back to almost like to get you to fight for them again. Okay, that's their effort. Their effort is coming back. Their effort is sending that text. And then from there, they want to sit back and have you do the work again, because that's what they're used to. But this person has not learned anything. They have not learned anything. So what are you going to do? Four of Wands. King of Cups, a lot of kings, a lot of butting heads and control issues. The Ten of Pentacles. I feel like you're going to try again, Gemini. I feel like you're going to try again. Okay, there's a buzzing noise. That might be my camera. No, it's not my camera. Might be my laptop. I have no idea, but we're going to continue. Hopefully you don't hear it. I don't know. There's something off, but I feel like you might look at it as at least they're trying. They're making an effort they didn't make before. Because I do have the King of Cups here, so that can talk about emotional maturity. So someone grew up a little bit. But again, I feel like someone's ego is too big for their own good. They think they're the best thing since sliced bread because that's how you have treated them. But instead of appreciating that, they just let it go to their head. There is communication from this person, like I say. There's a lot of ego in these cards. There's a lot of pride. There's a lot of big heads. Okay. You might look at this. I feel like if you have family together, if you have children together, or you were at that stage, you might try this again. It can last. I'm not gonna lie. It can last. But I feel like the thing you have to accept if you want this, if you want to do this again, and the way it can last is you're going to have to accept that there is an imbalance here where you're doing more than the other person. You're investing more into this than the other person, and that might not change. Okay? Because to them, when they do a little thing, to them, it's a big thing that they're doing. Okay? Compared to what you're doing, it's not that big. But to them, it's a skewed perspective on things. You might be dealing with someone who struggles to be grateful for what they have. You might be dealing with someone who is an overthinker. Looks for problems, looks for red flags, looks for obstacles, a bit of a pessimist. And so you have to not only push yourself along and stay optimistic for you, but get them to be optimistic as well. Or almost be extra optimistic so that they get on board, even though if they don't really feel optimistic. Do you know what I mean? It's a bit of a... You might have to carry this person. Are they ever going to change and reciprocate. We have the Knight of Swords, the Page of Pentacles. They will, but it's not going to be soon. With the Fool, they have some things to learn. They have some things to learn. So it's still going to be a bit of a challenge and a bit of a struggle. But if you wanted to restore the connection, the relationship, the partnership, the business partnership here, to talk about this again, to address this again, you could make peace. You could start over. This person is trying, but their way of trying is less than what you're doing. And so if you wanted to move forward with this, just know they are learning slowly. They are growing up slowly. Eventually they'll get closer to where you are. That balance might be restored, or that you might reach that balance in the first place, because that's the whole issue here. There's no balance. But just be prepared. You're gonna have to carry them for a while. I don't know if that's emotionally, be extra patient with them. Financially, you might have to put more money than they do. They are growing up. They are learning. Like I say, it's just very slow. And it's up to you, Gemini, if you want to do what needs to be done in order for you to have this connection in your life. And that means you are going to have to give more than the other person or the other party in the situation for the time being, for the foreseeable future. Okay? This is someone who struggles with a lot of insecurities. They want to do more. They're afraid to for some reason. Something's holding them back. Fear of loss, fear of rejection, fear of failure. And so they can never really put themselves out there, right? They can never really go for something with the Fool because they're too afraid. They're too cautious. Maybe you see that in them and you're trying to be extra patient and extra, show them some grace, show them some patience. It can last. It can go the distance with the Four Wands and the Ten of Pentacles. You can have that long-term prosperous relationship. But you might have to carry the burden, carry the more of the burden than they do. It's not going to be a balanced effort for some time. Okay, so it's your choice, Gemini. So let's get some oracle energy here for Gemini. What else is it that they need to know? So we have the Purse, a card of concealment. It feels like a little bit like breadcrumbing, like what this person does, right? They'll give you a little bit, but they're not going to give you everything they got. They're being very, very cautious. Like I say, it comes from a place of insecurity. We have the Flame, a card of being. Feed the flame and it will burn, a star for its allotted term. So this is saying as long as you push, this will work. As long as you carry the bulk of the burden, this will work. We have Temptation with the Siren. There's still a lot of attraction, chemistry, and passion. You still desire this. And then you. And the Mirror, a card of reflection. A mirror clear and you appear as you would wish to do. A mirror cracked will give you back a fractured point of view. Yeah, you're dealing with someone who's got some confidence issues, some self-esteem issues, maybe some financial issues they're working through. They have a skewed perspective. Like I say, from if they're doing something, it's like the biggest thing in the world. If you're doing that, it's like, yeah, okay, so it's just something to be mindful of, Gemini. This can work. It can be long-term, long-lasting. It can even be successful. But for the foreseeable future, in the coming months, or maybe even years, I have to be honest, because you have to know what you're signing up for. It will be an imbalance, what you do, what you invest versus what they do and what they invest. Okay? But it's almost like they're taking a very long time to learn that they can trust you and they can trust this partnership. That if they do decide to give more, if they do decide to go all in, they'll be safe to do so. That's what I feel consciously or subconsciously they're doing. And there's nothing you can do to push them, to hurry them along. If you do that, they're going to bolt. It's just, yeah, this is what you need to be mindful of. If this is to do in business, I feel like there's a lot of start and stop. There's a lot of delays because there are too many cooks in the kitchen. There's people butting heads. Someone wants to give you something, the other person doesn't. Management, or there's conflict within management, and so therefore your progression is stuck until they figure it out. And it's the same situation. You might have to give more time, more resource, do more, carry on, stay positive while they work it out, and then they can give you what you want and deserve. Okay, it's similar energy. Just take the messages as they resonate. But Gemini, that is the reading that I have for you. I hope that it makes sense. I hope that it resonates with you and that it helps. And if it doesn't, watch other placements. I hope you have a wonderful week ahead, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.